Welcome back, everybody. We are fortunate to have a lot of great teachers in Western New York, but every year, the President of the United States recognizes the most outstanding educators, specifically in STEM, that is science, engineering, technology, and math. The Presidential Award is the highest honor that a K-12 teacher can get from the federal government, and a local math teacher just received that award. Harry O'Malley is a dedicated math specialist at Casey Middle School in Williamsville and joins us live here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Pretty exciting stuff. Let me first just ask you the basic question. How much of an honor this is? Were you surprised? Did it come out of nowhere? I mean, what are the feelings?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's absolutely an honor, yeah. It didn't necessarily come out of nowhere. This has actually been an almost 4-year process. Since when I was originally nominated until now, just a lot of vetting. I learned maybe a year ago that I was one of the finalists for the award, and you know, just like last week, you know, was told that I was the winner of the award, which was yeah, I mean, it was an amazing experience. Yeah. And
tell us about what happens next. I mean, do you, I don't know, do you go to the White House? Do they ship you the thing in the mail? What does it look like?
Yeah. I do get an opportunity to go to the White House, which is one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. You know, in addition to just, you know, going to the White House and being in Washington, D.C. and seeing the sites there, the biggest thing I'm probably looking forward to is the professional development. So it's not just a visit to the White House. It's you go there and you actually are able to interact with other past winners and things, and you actually meet with legislators as well who are, you know, more and more interested in what you have to say about what education might look like in the future.
Gives you sort of a pretty good opportunity there to maybe get some things done.
Yeah.
Talk to us about STEM. I mean, I know a lot of parents are familiar with this,
sure.
But not everybody watching is. I mean, STEM is so important in a child's education nowadays.
Absolutely. You know, I'm a person who has always loved STEM. No surprise, right? Being a math teacher, but you know, STEM I think takes things like mathematics and branches it out. You know, one of the things that I've always been as a human being, but as a teacher, is somebody who likes to breathe life into the subject of mathematics. For a lot of people, you know, math can be kind of a cold subject, and frankly, for a lot of people, they say, you know, I'm not necessarily a math person, or, you know, I wasn't in love with math at the very least in school. STEM kind of broadens that, right, and, you know, brings a lot of other elements to the table. And yeah, more and more in this day and age, you know, with AI, with, you know, computer science, and just the increased importance of data and science, math, and STEM in general are just such a huge you know, part of a child's education.
I only have about 10 seconds left. What did your students think?
They were very, very proud of me. I love my students, and you know, they've all had big smiles on their face. They're hugging me and, you know, just telling me how proud they are of me. You know, literally, I got emotional when they heard about it. I don't like to live on things like awards, sure. But you know, seeing them proud of me was something that I really took a lot of pride in myself. And
reflects on your students, on your school, on the district, and on Western New York. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you. We appreciate it.